Have you ever considered boondocking at a Cracker Barrel? Well, check this out. Let's go on inside and have a look. The subscribe button's right down there. The red one that says subscribe. Click that, hit the bell, give us a like. Hey guys, if you're not already, go ahead and subscribe now and join us on our journey. We'd love to have you along. Cracker Barrels are a great resource for a quick stop and an alternative to Walmart when passing through and you need to stop for the night on travel days. You can follow the signs that say RV and bus parking. They'll usually be around the back of the store. Everything on the front and the side of the store is usually meant for customer parking. So go ahead and follow around the back. They'll have full-size spots just for RVs. Now remember, these spots are meant for a quick one-night stop. Don't be this guy and post up and set everything up, put your awning out. These are a quick pull in, stay the night, and get on your way kind of spot. Because it's always nice to know that you got a nice spot to stay, where you're not going to get that dreaded knock in the middle of the night, look outside and see that cop sitting outside telling you you can't stay there. Because that really sucks. That does suck. Boom.
Don't forget to tell them there's tons of Cracker Barrels too.
There is. There's actually 663 in 45 states. So you're never going to have a problem finding a Cracker Barrel to stop at. And they're conveniently located, usually just right off the highway. No hidden find.
Pretty good.
And Cracker Barrels are full of all sorts of things inside that store, more than just a restaurant.
Like toys for kids,
T-shirts,
Knickknacks,
candy and soda.
CDs and records.
and just about everything else you can think of. Got a little bit of something for everybody. Even if you have to wait to get a table like we did, there's plenty of stuff to look at and things to do. Even up above in the ceilings, the place is just covered in antiques and old interesting things you can walk around and look at. Also, when you stay at Cracker Barrel, I recommend going inside and getting something to eat. It's the polite thing to do. It's not a rule, but you should. If you're gonna use their parking lot for a one-night stop, come inside and get some food because the food is fantastic and it's a reasonable price. We all love to eat there. Absolutely great. And the host and people are always wonderful. Now enough about Cracker Barrel. Yes, it's a safe, clean, wonderful place to stay, but there are a few other spots to boondock, and some of them aren't so great, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you about a few other great ones you can stay at, and a few other not so great ones you can stay at. So, check this out, and stay with me here. Now, a few of these places you're gonna know, like a Walmart. There's nothing wrong with sleeping at a Walmart. We've slept at a lot of them. There's actually a lot more sketchy areas you can sleep at. Walmart ain't that bad. The only thing you gotta watch out for Walmart these days is you gotta look for the lock cop. If you see this lock cop, that means that you're probably not gonna be able to stay there. That they have a security that goes around and just not accessible. And hey, that doesn't always work. There are other great places, like the side of the road. There's many pull-offs, beautiful areas, and nobody around. We stay at them all the time. The only thing you gotta watch out for is the no parking overnight and the no camping signs. If you don't see that, I'd go ahead and give it a try. But you might just get that knock at the door staying at those spots. So prepare yourself for that when you go ahead and park, that you might have to move it 1, 2, 3 in the morning when the cop knocks at the door. You could go stay at any Love's, Flying J's, or truck stops, or any other spot like that that's available all throughout the country. But those spots, they're noisy, not very well lit. You gotta listen to the trucks come and go all night long. The smelly exhaust, crammed in, they pull in tight, the air brakes going off, and the generators. And let's face it, some of these people in here, not the most nicest people or the people you want to meet or have anything to do with. So they work if you're in a quick pinch. We've stayed at a few, but we'll avoid them more than anywhere else. I would recommend a little bit more peaceful to go ahead and stop at a rest area as you're passing by. They are a little better, but you will still get a lot of noise and generators and traffic coming and going. The people are still shady, but I'm telling you, they're not as shady as we've seen at a lot of the truck stops. So that would be my recommendation if you're gonna go one of those routes. Those are probably the two least favorite. I'd rather park on the side of the road, had no problems there compared to going somewhere like this. Another one some of you guys might not have thought of is Cabela's. Cabela's is an outdoor store, and some of them have a location just for RVs like Cracker Barrel, where they'll have a sign for you to go ahead and park. Other great outdoor stores to think of, Bass Pro Shop. If you haven't been to Bass Pro Shop, I recommend going and checking them out. Look inside, their buildings are spectacular, and Bass Pro Shop allows you to camp overnight in their parking lot. You also can try your for sale areas or big shops that are closed down. A lot of malls are going to be off limits because they got their security and they don't want you sleeping there, but that's okay. You can always ask. That's what I tell people. Don't be afraid to ask. We stayed in so many places just because we asked. Little business, mom and shops. We stayed at the theater in Long Beach, Washington, because we didn't like how tight and packed in the campground was. A little bit more freedom, so we went down the road, and when we were passing by, we seen the theater in town. And it had a great, big, huge gravel area in the back, away from all the parking spots. So we went inside. The owner was there. We asked to talk if the owner was there, or manager. Owner was there. We asked if we could stay the night. She said absolutely. She would love it. Actually, places like it because you're almost security for them. There's no harm in asking of somebody. There is places though that we have been told every single time, no. No, you can't stay here. No, you may not park here for the night. No, and this one's gonna shock you. All right, another couple I want you to think about when you're thinking here is Home Depot. Home Depot allows you to sleep overnight in their parking lot as well. That's an okay rule by them. They allow it. Lowe's, we've asked a few Lowe's, and we get to stay there too. Hardware stores like that are great, especially if you have something that needs to be done in your RV, and they'll let you do it in the parking lot. You need to replace a circuit breaker? You can go get yourself a breaker and flip it inside. Lots of things you can do at a Home Depot while staying the night there. And they're great. They're all over the place. And a lot of Home Depots and Lowe's are right by Walmarts. So if you can't stay in a Walmart, look in your surrounding area, and I bet you there's a Home Depot or a Lowe's, and go ahead there. Good idea to give them a call though and ask. I know Home Depot, their policy is you can, but Lowe's, they've never said that. We've always called ahead and asked, and they always say that is absolutely fine, that's not a problem. Just park in the back of the lot. That goes for a Walmart, Home Depot, or Lowe's. You always park in the back lot, away from everybody, and out of the way of other customers that need to come and go. Don't take up aisles and aisles right up front with your RV. But first, if I missed any, and you guys know any good spots, comment down below. If I forgot something, comment down below. If you have any good tips or resources or anything, I didn't cover harvest hosts, and I didn't cover your campground memberships and campgrounds and state parks and national parks. This was just pure boondocking or freecampsites.net or anything like that. There's plenty of resources out there. If you guys know about it, you can find them or look them up. If you know of any great ones or anywhere that you can stay the night, like I said, please comment below and share with others. We appreciate it. Now, like I said, you won't believe this one. I'll tell you. Like I said, this one's gonna come as a little shock because this is the spot that I thought everywhere you'd go, it wouldn't be so bad. They'd let you stay the night. You could pull in, and of course you're welcome to stay the night. I thought, no brainer, this would be a go. We have asked multiple of these places. Can we stay the night for a night? We're passing through the area. We've called before we even get there. We've pulled up and stopped in the lot. Went and talked to them. Can we stay? No, not one has let us ever stay. You wanna know where that is? It's gonna shock you too. Churches. Not one church. I thought churches were open to everybody. You were welcome. We've told them, I have a family of 4, kids and stuff. If I park in the back corner of your lot, is there any chance I can stay the night here? Or call ahead. Hey, I've seen you're a church in the area that I'm passing through the area with my family. We travel. We were just curious, Can we stop overnight? We'll show up later in the evening and we'll leave first thing in the morning, 6, 7 in the morning, and be out of there. Can we stop and stay at your spot? Nope. Everyone has told us no. That blows my mind. I thought churches would have been a lot more open. If you know of one, and if your church in your area and you're watching this, maybe you should tell your pastor, you know what? We could let RVers passing through stay. Figure they would let you stay the night because everybody's welcome, right? Yeah, that one blew my mind. We've been told no by a few businesses and things, but it's the only spot that has repeatedly told us no, and not one single church has ever let us use their parking lot. We just gave up on trying. It would be amazing if they did. They're everywhere, and some of these churches have humongous parking lots that are never filled. But not let somebody stay for a quick overnight blows my mind. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this helps out. This is Saying with U-Turn Permitted. If you haven't already, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up and a like. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you guys. Have a good one.